Hey, I want to talk to you for a couple of minutes about a topic that has come up. It constantly comes up. It's something that is personally important to me, something that I think should be important to you too regarding your training. Punctuality. What happens is there's so many people that really don't plan their day out. They don't have any particular goals. They they're late for everything. They get up late. They get to work late. They get in accidents in their car because they're running late. This becomes something that affects every area of your life. Punctuality is necessary in attendance to the school, to the dojo. It's also necessary for your work. It's necessary for a lot of different things. If you're punctual, you're trustworthy. If you're not punctual, people won't tend to trust you as much. Being punctual in your dojo attendance is something that shows respect for the art, shows respect for the teacher, shows respect for the dojo, and almost as importantly, it shows respect for the other students. And this is something that you can't underestimate. It also shows your self-respect. If you're punctual, then you're probably pretty careful about your appearance. You're careful about everything that goes on in your life. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about developing habits. A lot of people talk about getting rid of a bad habit, and from what I've read and from my personal experience, it's virtually impossible, at least extremely difficult, to break a habit. What seems to be more indicated, the indications that I've gotten from other writers, other bloggers, other people who are involved in the mental sciences, if you will, tends to indicate that instead of breaking a habit, it may be easier to simply replace that habit with a different habit, preferably a habit that's more positive. So, for instance, the example that I saw was flossing. If you floss just one tooth a day, but you do it every day for the figure was 21 days in a row, then that becomes a habit. It becomes something that you will not stop doing. And obviously you're going to go beyond flossing just one tooth, but the whole point is to get into the habit of doing whatever it is you're going to do. Now, I must admit that when I was younger, I wasn't punctual, and it caused me a lot of problems. Actually cost me some relationships. People just simply didn't want to deal with me because I wouldn't be where I said I would be. For me, whatever was more interesting at the moment was what I would do. I learned, and because of learning punctuality, my life has vastly improved. At this point, I'm not rich, but apart from that, I have a lot of contentment in my life. And one of the reasons is that when something needs doing, I do it. I don't tend to put things off. If I use a dish, I could just let them stack up. But if I do it now, then I don't have to think about it later, and I don't have to be embarrassed if somebody comes into my house. It's done. So there are a lot of benefits to being punctual in your techniques. If you're not punctual in the technique, then you will get hit or you will get thrown down. It depends on what martial art you practice. But the whole idea is that punctuality means being there and responding in the moment. Uh, Maybe that's not actually the real meaning of punctuality, but it's an application of it. So I want to leave you with that, and I hope that this little video will be of some use to you. Thanks for your time.